going on, y'all? It's another
Whoa,
Friday
whoa.
night, and that means another episode or chapter, if you will, for tonight of the Thug of Low Show. We ain't got no Onstead tonight. Currently, he might show up. I'm not sure. He's working late, but we got some papers. We got some bowls. We got a little zip.
Just slipping around. You know me. You know me. What's up, buddy?
Well, thank you for joining me,
Whoop,
homie.
whoop.
As always. I mean, honestly, bro, you've almost been a go-to substitute co-host in a way. Like you like what
That's
is
because
the
I ain't got
second
nothing
time?
going on. I'm here anyways, man. You know I love the Thuggalo show. I'm gonna be watching you if I'm not on it, dog.
Right. If it ain't you, it's Charlie. Honestly, like when we have people fill in
The
for us.
boy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Man. So how's your Friday been going?
Not too bad. Woke up a little late, so I slept in, got some food, ate, and got really high. You know the usual.
Hell yeah, right. I mean, I went to work and got pissed off. Went to lunch, got high, went back into work, got pissed off again. Yeah, the usual. The
Yeah,
usual.
yeah, yeah. Work
Right.
has a way to do that to you, man.
Exactly right. No, dude, I was at the point where it's like, I was like, fuck this. I'm not coming in early no more. And then I went to lunch, I smoked a joint, and I was like, you know what? I'll be here at 5:30, but I'm not doing what I'm not paid to do, right? You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah,
come in, I'll still come in early, but I'm only doing my part of my process, right? I'm only doing
yeah,
my job from now on instead of doing two people's jobs first thing in the morning.
yeah.
It got old fast. That's all I gotta say.
I know. I feel that for sure. That's why, man. I've been working since I was like 14 years old, and after 30-ish years of it, and I started doing music, and we started getting really good with it. I was like, you know what? I'm done with the fucking physical work. I'm gonna do my passions, the graphic design, the music.
Right,
If that can carry me, then I'll keep doing it. The day that it stops, then I guess I'm going back to the field. But I was done with that, man. My body's
right.
been broken down from all the factory jobs and all the shit, man. I'm exhausted. So I understand what you, man.
Right, exactly, man. It's just like I wasn't getting paid for it. You know what I mean? Like there's a pay level for the what I was doing that I wasn't getting, and it might only be like a fucking $1.01 or some shit difference like that. But I mean, that's been 3 months now that I've been
Yeah,
doing shit. So I mean, that's quite a bit of money in a way. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
But but fuck that shit. Fuck job. Fuck your work. It's Juggalo time. It's time to hang out with family and fucking
Whoa, whoa.
I don't know, man. Just release, get to know each other and a little bit better.
That's
Get
the
given the
escape, man.
chance, right?
That's why I
As
love the
Charlie
family.
often says, his Friday night isn't complete without the Thuggalo show.
Not at all.
Yeah, I know, right? You're another one that's always in here, like you said. If you weren't on
Unless
stream right
I
now,
have
you'd be in
shit to
chat,
go down or a show,
right?
I'm
But,
watching
yeah,
Thuggalo show.
but you got one coming up real soon, don't you? On the 7th,
May 7th, yeah.
May
At the summit
7th,
in Columbus, Ohio's.
with Tritone.
Tritone Scum.
Oh yeah, Skunk's
Uh,
the headliner, ain't he?
Tons of fun's gonna be on that bitch. Rev. Several. I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers on that set
Right.
too. It's gonna be a really dope show. If you're not there, you're missing the hell out.
Most of those have been on the Tugalo show. Scum, tons of fun. You guys, you and Dead have been
Yep.
on. Fucking
The alumni show is
Tone.
what you
Yeah,
call
yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah, right. Kelly, fucking
it.
just missing alter ego.
Yeah, oh man, man, I'm surprised you guys haven't had him.
Oh no, we've had him on the show. We did. I'm saying on that bill, unless he's gonna be there.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
pretty
assume
sure
he
he
would.
is. I think most of
I,
Tritone's there.
right, I
I
would
know
assume he was too.
Vile. I don't know if Rebel's there. I haven't heard if Rebel's going to be there, but Vile, J Villain, Alter Ego, Kelly's going to be there. I already said Vile. I don't know if Captain Smoke's going to be there, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Right.
And I think that's everybody.
Hell yeah.
I'm a little high, so try to remember everybody's name. Tritone's a big crew of amazing artists, so
No shit.
try to
Right.
remember everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say I was trying to find the flyer real quick. I didn't have it handy with me. I was looking at
We're trying.
I was looking
Tell
at Kelly's
shout out
Facebook.
for us, man.
There it
They
is.
want to see us at Camp Zoll this year, man. We're working towards it, man. That's the goal.
Bam. There's the flyer. You got
Oh
Saint
shit, yeah.
Solomon. We didn't name
Which is
them.
Dave Villain and Pariah.
Yep.
Dave Pariah mixed together, which is really sick. They
I was
do
supposed
like
to say
a
the
metal
last
rock
show.
mix.
They did something the last show together.
Yep.
Well,
RG
that we
Stoner,
did.
that's the other member of Tritone I missed. My
Yeah,
apologies. I think he's
Big
part of
Daddy.
Tritone. I don't, or he's Tritone affiliated, one of the two.
Hell yeah.
He's been kicking with them for a long time. So pretty. Oh yeah, Big Daddy Malice. Yeah, Big Daddy
Yep.
Malice. He kills it too. You're gonna have Killer Bats there with them.
See, this is
Oh
one that I
man, pretty dope
definitely
stuff.
want to go to. Like you, I know you gave me the offer out to come and jump up on stage again. Where did we go? Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, definitely let me know if you're gonna pull up because I'll throw your ass straight up on the set. You already know.
Right?
It's already, we're already doing the
It's just
song
weird.
anyway, so
Man, it sucks that it's just in the middle of the week. I might have to just suck it up.
yeah, it's a Wednesday.
I might just have to suck it up, and if I have to leave a little bit early, I can just leave a little bit early.
Yeah, I don't know when we're going, what time we're going on yet. Also, by the way, so
Is that right? Well, I'm sure, I have mentioned this before. Last time we got to talk about, me being on stage with you guys was like
yep,
when you guys headlined that show, man. It's kind of like I thought headliners would be like, what the dope spot, right? But you guys have to wait through all the other acts. Well, not wait, but I mean, you have to be
yep,
the last one. You have to go through all the acts. You can't get fucked up. You can't, yeah.
yeah.
It's not as glorious as it might sound.
That's why when we headline, like co-headline with a homie, we switch like because we've done multiple shows with Jay Bazaar, multiple shows with Sad Boy, multiple shows. We're planning on doing one with Tons of Fun and other people. We switch or who's gonna be the final headliner and who's the
Right.
pre-headliner, stuff like that to switch it up. I like being honestly, if there's 10 people, I like being eighth to go up or seventh to go up.
Yeah,
That
right.
seems like the perfect spot to like get in there so I can enjoy the rest of the night and get to see other people. I mean, I enjoy being a headliner, but I like to also watch more of the show and, like you said, get fucked up and
Yeah,
enjoy the
right.
show. You know,
Hell yeah.
that's probably the only negative, but I don't see it as too much of a negative because I like to hang out the whole time, anyways.
Exactly, right. You're there, but at the same time, you're not letting loose too much because you
Yeah, for
still
sure.
gotta get up on perform. So we got for this week, man. We got a special guest. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of meeting him in person. He normally only comes out our way for the major events like Juggalo,
Yep,
Ohio, the Gathering, Clockside Fest, whatever it might be, right?
yep.
Um, but we got a little video to lead us into our guest tonight.
Looky.
Yeah.
Every week, we put a spotlight on a ninja who reps the Juggalo family like a straight up warrior. This week, we're giving flowers.
Whoop whoop. It's the scrub that's pressed
Uh,
love, EC Juggalo. And I want to give a shout out to all the jugs out there who nominated me for Jug of the Week. I'm a scrub from West Dallas. Whoop whoop. Been down with the clown for 29 years. My first gathering was 2021, and I haven't missed one ever since. One of my catchphrases is "Smoke." So every time you see me the deuce, I mean, smoke two for this little guy right here. Everyone wants to know what the EC stands for. Well,
Hey,
first of all, EC equals MCL. It also stands for Everyone Counts. I used to be a scrub at would go to
hell
shows and wouldn't have any homies to hang out with till I met family like Cheese House, Humble and Emily, Whoop and Taffy, Will Gates, Nick Bazaar, that welcomed me with open arms. If I'm a judge, I'm never alone. To all the fam out there, extend a hand out to maybe somebody out there that's rolling around by themselves, at a gathering or at a show. Offer them some water, offer a Fago, offer them the blunt, anything like that. Offer a whoop whoop, because you never know. That might be the icebreaker for them to break out of their shells. And next time you see them, you might jug of the week. For the family, like always, spread love and positivity. And to all my fam out there, Don't worry about what the haters are saying or doing, because we're always gonna keep on whooping. Mad Clown love. Whoop whoop. I really do appreciate it, and I love y'all so much.
Hell yeah, it's fresh as
Yeah.
fuck. Shout out Strange Suspicion for nominating. Well, not well, somebody else nominated him, but for giving him that award because he definitely deserves it, man. Definitely deserves it. So without further ado, the big homie EC Juggalo in the house.
Woo
Uh,
woo! Word up, everybody. Word up,
Look at
fam.
look at that
First of
creek banner. Look at that creek banner. Look at that shit.
the
Fresh as
main.
fuck.
First of all, thank you, Elixir, for even inviting me on here. You know what I mean? We go way back, homie. I mean,
Yeah, for real, man.
you've been a down OG since day one. You know, even with all the BS with TPE and everything, because of course that's how I found you.
Yep.
But you know, you weren't even about what they were about and stuff. All you were about was just
Didn't
showing
even
love.
know
So
those. Didn't even
I
know those
really do
guys.
appreciate it. And thank you, Austin, for sure. You know, I know you're not on here, but I still want to show you love, homie. And thank you, Lil Zip. You know, thanks
Much
for
love.
saying what's up to me. Thank you for showing me love. Like saying, I know, like say we haven't met face to face, but we will one day, and I'll have a big old EC hug for you, homie.
Yeah.
I'll see you
He
this
gets the best
gathering.
hugs. This
Hell yeah,
man
for
gets the
sure,
best hugs.
for sure. Like I
Uh,
said, if you ever see me at a gathering or a show or anything like that, like I tell everybody, don't give me a dap, don't give me a handshake. All I want is a hug.
right.
Much love for that, for real.
So
Family.
I'll start off by so the way me and this homie met, right, is obviously through the old channel. You know, obviously fucking down ass fucking ninja from day one. Was watching that stream since OG times too. And we were doing a giveaway, and it was the first time I ever participated in the giveaway. And unlike the other two, you know, me and Onstead actually wanted to give our shit away. We actually wanted them to get it, and I did a giveaway, and EC won it. But at that time, homie didn't do any social media or nothing, dude. It was just literally just like he had answered the question on stream, so I didn't know how to get a
Oh,
hold of him at all, man. So I ended up leaving a comment under a video he had posted like fucking 9 years ago on YouTube or some shit. It was like, and
Probably me and my kids or something.
yeah, yeah, some weird ass video, and I felt, it felt weird about like doing it, but I was like, man, I don't want, what I mean, like there was already rumors of, scamming and shit going on with that channel and shit. I didn't want to be a part of that, right? So I did fucking reach out to him, and he was like, hey, I mean, it's cool, like, just pass it on to the next person, basically, and I was like, dope, right? Whatever. I'll get you at the gathering when we meet face to face and shit. And then, sure the fuck enough, next gathering we came face to face. I hooked the man up with a jersey instead of whatever, like picture or whatever it was.
It was a comic book.
hey.
Comic, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was one of the Pendulum comics, man. I still had two. I had issues 1 and 2.
Oh, shit.
Look, yeah, there
Right
it is.
here,
Right
homie.
there. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
OG
oh
boy
man, that's
too. Oh
nice.
06. Yeah, look at that. 06.
Damn.
That shit was super fresh.
Right. And I'm not much of like a Jersey man myself, you know what I mean? But like, I was like, I had to give man something fresh, right? For being understandable, being, dope, and then like even sticking with us through fucking all the bullshit that was happening on that old channel.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
you
like
said, we go
saying,
way back.
yeah,
Damn.
you give me that jersey later on that night or maybe the next night we were all hanging out, smoking blunts in the crowd, just having a good
Speaking of
time, just
what,
enjoying the show.
it is 15
Yeah.
minutes in. So
Okay, good.
if you wanna
I'm
smoke,
ready.
yeah, I am too, man. Not that I didn't just smoke two before the show, but
Smoke. Everybody
That's one of
knows.
the great things
That's
about the gathering is be able to meet homies and have those experiences and making lifelong friends and connections. I went. My first was 22, and I've gone every year since, just a year
yeah,
after you, and it's been like that, man. I got gathering homies that I see
yeah,
every year.
Yeah, for sure.
exactly,
Like saying,
man.
every time I go out to Ohio, like you said, to JO3 or the Gathering, I always make sure to say what's up to Elixir and Onstead because, like I said, they show me love since day one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's as sad as it was, man. Like it wasn't even as much as like feeling like we had to do some restitution that gathering for some of the people that didn't get the shit that they ordered or whatever. Like I had a pendant right from that channel, and w- one of the co-hosts that was part of that channel, a broke ass motherfucker. He wasn't able to pay for the shit himself, even though they're the ones that putting the order together. So instead of sending one out, he kept one. And I came across homie, right? He said, "Hey, I'm one of the ones that ordered the pendant that never got it." And I knew exactly where that pendant was. I knew it was around dude's neck. So I took the one off my neck and gave it to him and shit. And it was like I was saying, it's not so much as feeling like I had to do some restitution for that. It's that like I felt love for these homies that were fucking, you know what I mean, like EC, like I actually fucking had love for homie and shit. And it was more
Yeah.
about fucking, like hey, we're cool and shit. Fuck the other two dudes. But yeah, and like, but we'll always have that story now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
Right. You said 21 was your first gathering, EC? Oh, he might have froze.
If he just came to life and scared the shit out of
When you, all of a sudden, fucking yeah, it just like rips open, and it's him
oh,
again,
dude.
like a
That's what I pictured.
cicada, fucking. Well, we wait for him to come back. I got this little thing I wanted to share with you
Yeah.
because I mean I might not be good at math, but I'm better than this, man. So somebody asked, "Why is the police called 12?" Question marks, and somebody responded, "Because 9 + 1 + 1." Somebody had to come in real quick and be like, "Boy, that's 11. 9 + 1 is
Uh,
10 plus another one that's 11, man." I might not be good at math, but at least I'm better than. Look, they had to
I
blur
heard
him
somebody
out too.
talking about that today too on a Facebook video.
Yeah,
One of
they had to
the
blur. They had to blur man out to save him from the humiliation. Uh-oh, there he is. We're back. He might be muted, but we're
he's
back.
muted.
Got a bad connection. My bad. I switched rooms,
No, you're good, bro.
so it should be a lot better.
We're just doing the best we can.
Are we going to Derby and Cleveland tomorrow night? I am not.
I'm
Unfortunately.
be at Smoke in the Hills.
Yeah, see, I'm sad about that too. Because I work tomorrow. They fucking
Lish
scheduled
had to
it
work
on
today.
Saturdays, man.
Yeah, that Derby show looks fresh.
My only day off is Sunday, and I'm still debating on going to JCW in Columbus or not.
Hey.
That'd be dope.
Right. All right. So I was asking before we lost you, EC. I said you said 21 was your first gathering, right?
Yeah. Basically, like I rolled out there, man. I had a lot of bad experiences, but at least I made it. You know, that was a great thing. And kind of just walking around and trying to hook up with those other guys and stuff like that, like we
Yeah.
talked about. And man, I searched for 3 days for their campsite and I never found it. So I was like, man, oh well. And then, like I said, I had a couple of more bad experiences, but I still had a great time. Like saying this, like experience the gathering for the first time. I will never miss another one again.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I totally feel the same way because I like Zip. Mine was 22. Like 1 year after mine, that was my first gathering too. Haven't missed one since. Obviously,
Hey.
we're only going on what 4 now, so I mean, it's still not that many, but I couldn't ever imagine missing one now. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of the magic. So me personally, my first gathering, I remember approaching it as in like I'm gonna just observe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna like I went
Yeah.
out with a little bit of everybody. Like so, like I followed Whoop and Taffy around for a little while. You know what I mean? And just kind of watched how they gathered, and
Yeah, that was a perfect
then
couple.
right, and then I would go with Mike Butterfree. Butterfly, Butterfly Mike, and like I mean, I'd go see how he was gathering, and you know what I mean. Like I would just kind of chill, and then I think we talked about before how like I think it's me and Onstead said by gathering three, by your third gathering, you're really coming into your own gathering self. Like
Right.
first year is a lot of exploration, right? Like you said, like you
Yeah.
fucking wandered around for 3 days looking for fucking that camp and never did find it. That shows you how vast that shit really is when it's your
Yep.
first year, bro. Like there's no you have no like you can't just be like, oh, it's by Mert Row. You're gonna be like, where the fuck was Mert Row again? Like where the fuck am I even at? Like
now,
but
now I
yeah,
know it like it's my home.
right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, fuck, right? You basically do navigate that shit in the middle of the dark, fucking blindfolded with a 2 liter up your butt. Like, yeah,
Which we've
Well,
done.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you the most awesome thing. Like, basically, I talk with Ruby Cheese House.
yeah,
Like, I know y'all know her and stuff, but me and her were talking, and I told her, and it's like this year was finally the year that I realized that the gathering isn't about the music, it isn't about the lineup, it's about being with the family.
right.
Yeah,
Man,
100%.
you should have got that way with fucking 22 with the way that lineup was.
Yeah, true that.
No,
I'm there
no,
to see the
obviously,
family and the homies, anyways. I'm there to see local homies that's performing too, and to have fun with my family. If you're worried about the lineup, you're there for the wrong reasons, bro. That's normie
Yeah.
shit.
you might as well just go one day at that fucking point.
I mean,
Yeah,
like I would go to the gathering, to experience the feeling, but plus like try to support ICP. I was real big in, like supporting ICP, and it was either I could afford supporting ICP and that's it, or and then finally, like last year, I finally got to have a little bit more money where I could support Ouija now. I could support Shaggy, I could
Yeah,
support Frankie
yeah.
Goldie,
get some
Acetone,
VIPs and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, get
yeah,
some
stuff like that.
VIPs
But
and
support
shit.
support other homies that are doing their thing. I mean, they're just as big as ICP. You know what I mean? They're just steady pumping out music left and right, and that's
Yeah.
just so dope.
Honestly, bro, it's even arguable that like the I don't want to say smaller artists or whatever, but you know what I mean. They our underground artists are fucking more important to our community. Honestly, they're what I mean, like the future of the wicked shit's always going to be more important than
Yeah, for
the
sure.
history of it. You know what I mean? Because the history is always going to be the history. It's always going to be the same. We know the facts. We know it. The future ain't so fucking set in stone.
Facts.
So I really think, like like you said, people like fucking Gloom Unit, Frankie, Acetone, fucking Clockwork E. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, for
they
sure.
are they are probably they are just as important, if not more important, to our community than the main line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then of course, we have also other artists that aren't as big, but they're just steady doing it for the jugs themselves, like Cheesegate,
Yeah, she's
Cheese House, Will Gates, Unhappy,
right,
he was just performing on JCW, right, just a while ago. I don't
right.
know where. Oh,
Lazy
they're in
Boys.
Joliet. Yeah, Joliet. Yeah, Blazy Boys. Hooligans. I'm pretty sure you heard of them cats.
Yeah,
Just homies like
exactly.
that. You know what I mean? That are
It's all about the
just
love of love
exactly,
of
and
the
they're
art.
four jugs by jugs type shit. You know what I mean?
100%.
Exactly. Yeah,
That
this
real
man
jug
does
shit, man.
everything. This man does it all up here. Fucking making video. This dude made a video game.
That'd be
He
dope.
made he made a little like what would you call it? Little fucking like Game Boy type arcade game.
I made
Yeah.
Clockwork E's space game where you drive as a space ship and you shoot other spaceships and eventually a big ass as the boss. And then I made our game where it's a puzzle game that you make it through levels while getting chased by a giant that grows weed.
Right.
That's dope. Yeah, my son studied like video game design and stuff, but he didn't do nothing with it. But I was still proud of him.
Hell yeah.
It's really hard. It's a lot of work. Those were made just like really cheaply and just really short, like maybe 4 days worth of work. I just no effort, just for fun kind of shit. So it definitely is a lot of work. So I respect anybody that can even do a little bit of it.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. That's still
Exactly.
dope, homie. Like saying if you got talents, I've been telling everybody last year, and I'm telling everybody this year, 2025 is the year of the Juggalos too. You know, last year that's all I promoted. 2024 was the year of the Juggalos, and you know we're just wanting to constantly have Juggalos just pump out their art,
Yep.
raps, you know, anything. Just show us what you got. You know what I mean? We're gonna promote you. We're gonna help you out in you know any way we can. Even if we criticize you, you know, don't take it hard. We love you so much. You know, we just want to see you succeed because when y'all win, we win. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
100%, bro. I fuck with
Yeah.
you hard, EC, man. That's what we rep, bro. 100%.
Hey, for sure, homie. Like I said, like I told you before, I'm all about that positivity. I'm all about that love. You know what I mean? Like saying it's like, why not? There's a lot of hate in the community right
It's
now, and
true.
we don't need it. You know what I mean? What's the
Yeah.
We're
point?
gonna
You know
let
what I
it the
mean?
fuck out, bro.
But like I say, it's like it don't even matter what they're saying or doing because man, we're just gonna keep on moving forward. I mean, we're gonna leave them
Yeah,
fools in the dust. You know what I mean? They're gonna stay at that level or whatever. We're steady moving up.
I'm gonna start calling
100%.
him EC Juggalo Rider because this man's a true Juggalo Rider.
Hell yeah, I love y'all, man. I love this jug shit. It's my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I said, I've been
100%.
down for 29 years, and
Right.
ever since, you know, that's
So
all I do is just try to support.
what
Same, bro.
year was it 29 years ago? Since once again, I'm not a math
90,
person.
96, 96.
1996.
Yeah. So my story is I
Great
rolled out to the
Malenko.
CD. I rolled out to the CD store and I bought the Great White Hype soundtrack. It was a movie that came out way back in the day. But anyways, there was a song on there with
It was
Bone, "Shoot 'Em Up."
a great
Yeah,
what?
Great White Hype.
Great white
It had
hype.
yeah.
yeah, it had Damon Wayans, John Lovitz, John was
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
it was a comedy. It was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
on the last song, it was Insane Clown Posse Chicken Hunting. And I had
Oh,
never heard
fuck
of these
yeah.
guys before or anything like that. But man, when I put it on, it's like all you hear is dun dun dun, and I was like,
Samuel,
"What
I
the?"
would imagine Samuel L. Jackson would fuck with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but man, it's like my jaw dropped, and it's like there was this tape, you know, the Riddle Box when they were going around Dallas passing out tapes and stuff. One of my homies, he got a tape from him, so we got it all passed around and everything like that. And then finally, when it came to me, you know, of course, the Riddle Box, the intro, just alone, it was like, damn, man, I just fell in love with the wicked shit, you know, from then on.
Right.
100%.
So what does being a juggalo mean to you personally then? Like I
Uh,
know I have my I obviously so I always love the definition that Jay gave. I'm not sure if it was a juggalo show or just some random interview when he was talking about how a juggalo is like when you get out of the shower and you're dripping ass butt naked and you're looking in the mirror and you have no merchandise on, nothing on, you know, what I mean it's just fucking you and your fucking all of your glory. And that's the juggler right there, right? Like you know what I mean? Like there's nobody around you to fucking influence you. You have no like, you know, like, I mean it's just you. And like so like to me it was always, you know, sticking to your true self. Like a juggalo is who they are, and no matter what, like even if fucking say they don't want like man, like somebody that don't wear a fucking hockey jerseys, he's like fuck hockey jerseys. I don't like hockey jerseys. And just because everybody else is wearing hockey jerseys with hatchet men on it, he's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just wear my beater, and that's I mean, that's sticking to your juggalo self, right? That's what
Yeah.
Well,
to
yeah,
me.
well, it was exactly what Jay said in the seminar. You know, at the gathering seminar, where he said basically when you wake up in the morning, you know, do I want to be a hip hop? Do I want to be rock? You know what I mean? And like, it's like I didn't fit in any one category. You know, I'm from the hood, so of course I grew up on gangster rap and stuff like that. But then gangster rap kind of I guess say evolved or whatever, and all they were started talking about was money and everything.
Yeah,
And
money and
like
dope.
once, like honestly, when Bling Bling came out, it's kind of like, oh man, that's it for me, dude. It's like all y'all talking about is money and stuff that y'all got, but I ain't got
Cash
none of this
money.
shit. it was like growing up, it was all about, just hustling and robbing and doing what you needed to do just to get by. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Was that the
But
BGs?
yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, cash money. Yeah, but like I
Yeah.
said, they were that's all it was about. The
It's
raps
just
and stuff like
fucking
that. So,
diamonds and shit. Yeah,
but
dude. That
that's kind of like it was like the turning point. You know what I mean? It was like perfect timing because that's when I kind of found the clowns and stuff like that. So it's
right,
kind of like they were the piece that I was missing. You know what I mean? It's like when I didn't listen to that kind of rap anymore, and like I was real big into Cypress Hill. You know what I mean? It was like
yeah,
Oh
hell
yeah,
yeah,
way before I was a juggalo. I was a soul assassin. You know what I mean? So I
hell
was
yeah,
real deep into them because they stay true to the gangster shit, but still it was like still trying to find that place or whatever. And like I said, it's like I didn't fit into rap. I didn't really fit into rock. So Cypress Hill kind of helped merge that together, with the rap and the rock and stuff. So it's like, well,
yeah.
it's kind of like you're still stuck in the middle, but you still don't have a place. But then when I found the clowns, it's like, man, these are scrubs that like me, you know what I mean, that came up with nothing. And they, same thing. They were
right,
rapping about the stuff that I wanted to hear, that I grew up on, and I could relate. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can't relate to the big money and stuff like that, but I could relate to the scrubness.
right. So
100%.
I will say that even though like rap around that time did start falling superficial, I would say I guess you would call it superficial to where it was all about being conceited and I have money and diamonds and shit.
Commercials and
Yeah, right.
just
All that shit, right? But I will say that is the peak of fucking CD cover albums, man. That's when you would have like the dude standing there with a fucking bulletproof vest on, a big ass chain in front of a fucking lake that has a fucking crocodile coming out of it with a helicopter flying above it. You know what I mean? Like they would
hell
just go
yeah.
all out with their fucking CD covers at that time.
Oh, bro, yeah, magnificent, bro.
Right. It's like what can
Now
we
it's all
do?
AI covers or super simplistic covers, except in our
Right.
community. I'm meaning more
Yeah,
mainstream in the
we
future.
we we use AI,
We're
but
bringing it
it
back.
wasn't. We use. I was about to say, Wicked Intentions has an AI. Fucking
Hey, hey, no, I took multiple AIs and effects added to it.
yeah.
I
He
did
said
more
I
with
edited
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. As long as you take it, and you add your own touch to it.
I just
Captain
AI'd the
Hooters,
background, the
Manny
carnival
Fresh,
background.
Manny Fresh instrumentals. Man, I ain't heard that shit forever. Goddamn. Fucking, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, I was like, I had a similar right where I was really, I didn't know what the fuck to do. Right, man. I was metalhead. I still fucking like rap. My brother was into rap. My mom listened to fucking country, and my dad was a metalhead, bro. Like, you know what I mean. So I had the influences from all three genres coming
The
in.
internet.
Yeah, Spectrum boy. But so like I really didn't know where the fucking I was gonna end up at, bro. And so like I experimented with a little bit both. The
Yeah,
one I dropped completely was obviously country, bro. I still to this day cannot fucking stand country music. I don't know what it is.
no.
I did grow up on it, man. It was like the first, the
Of
first
course,
6 years of my
Almost 6
life,
years
being in
right?
ago. I'm
Texas, you'll
good.
hear being in
Yeah,
Texas, you hear all the time and stuff.
right.
But like Mexican or whatever, so it like merged into Tejano and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
right. Like
Then we
I,
had like we had like back in our days, we had the break dance and we had Latin hip hop stuff like that. Those old school
right.
rap stuff like that.
So I
Shit we
obviously,
grew up
yeah,
on.
when I lived in Oklahoma, I was born in Oklahoma, and when I lived there, it was country music. Then when I moved to Ohio, it was metal. And then, like I said, my brother was or rap, metal or rap. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. There was some country boys up here and shit. Don't get me wrong, but it was either, like they were like a lot of the people up here listen to everything, right? And so, uh, but the Juggalo shit was kind of in between for me, right? So that's why, like, especially like Twisted and shit, like that was like hearing Freak Show for the first time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it was, what I mean, it was like a perfect mix for me. It's like, holy shit,
Yeah,
here's my two fucking
I
musics together.
yeah. That rock, rap,
Yeah,
dark,
right.
gritty, emotional.
It was just an instant click. Like, so
Yeah.
the way I discovered it was my brother had a CD. On that CD was Secondhand Smoke.
Yeah.
And so I heard Secondhand Smoke first. That was the first Juggalo shit I ever fucking heard. Didn't know who they were. Never
That's
even looked
crazy.
into it further, right? Never looked into it further until I heard the song not many years later, but like many months later, and I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, that's that song that I fucking listened to on my brother's CD. But then it was Amazing Jackal Brothers. I got the CD from a homie, that we
My
chilled on the
favorite
porch
Joker
with.
card album.
Right, mine too, still to this day, honestly. Like it's always a toss up between that. I don't say Wraith because I feel like it's got a little overplayed in a way.
That and Riddle Box and Hell's
And it
Pit.
should be, yeah, right. Well, yeah, Hell's Pit. It's too obvious for me, right? Like
I
of
know.
course, of course, the Wraith has got, I mean, of course it is. It's fucking
It's hard
the
not to
Wraith,
pick. It's not hard not like Great
right?
Malenko.
It's the
It's hard
ultimate
not to
Joker's
pick.
card, bro. Yeah, like Wraith is he put the other ones in their fucking place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's wicked. You can't. It's hard.
Right.
That's what Jackal Brothers, man. I feel Jackal Brothers also has one of the most amount of tracks on it as well, and
Right.
it has some real ass fucking tracks like Terrible and shit like that. They got really real in Jackal Brothers
Fucking
for
old
real,
dirty bastard feature.
and some classics.
Yeah. What's your
What's
favorite
your
Joker
favorite
card?
album, EC?
Yep.
I guess Riddle Box. I mean, because that was my intro. You know what I mean? My full
Yeah.
intro to the clown.
It's
Coming
so good
So,
though.
home,
but
bro.
but like
Coming
to me,
home.
honestly, like it's almost like of course, whatever mood you're in. You know what I mean? Whatever vibe you're feeling. But
Yeah,
to me, like each Joker's card, I look at them as time eras in my life. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why it's so dope.
yeah.
If I look back on a Joker's card, I could remember, where I was at. Of course, my favorite songs on the album, stuff like that. So
Right.
it's pretty
Obviously.
dope. But like saying, I picked the Riddle Box, for my first one, and then of course the Great Malenko would be second because it was
Yeah.
like the full blown intro. That's when I seen the Clowns for the first time in concert back in '98 and stuff. So it was super dope.
See, I
Good
used to
time.
say Riddle Box, right? Like I mean, that used to be my favorite. Like at
Yes.
the era of uh Amazing
Family
Jackal
era.
Brothers was already out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Jackal Brothers was already out. Uh, fucking Bizarre. Yeah, Bizarre just dropped. And yeah, it's right around that time. I would say Riddle Box is my favorite because I mean the album is stacked, bro. Like Coming Home, Three Rings.
Yeah, it has a
Almost
lot
like
of
it's almost like
related
it's a no
songs.
skip. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a no
Yeah,
skip.
100%. Woo, yeah.
it's stacked. It's stacked as fuck.
I want to
But
listen to
yeah,
it
like
now.
right, no shit. But yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know,
have the
man. Yeah,
remaster as well. I got remaster tatted on
remastered.
me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that was one of the first albums I really connected with was Ringmaster. That's still one of my favorites. But just
Yeah,
as I
that's first.
related, but it's still a good classic. It's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Oh shit! Oh dude, that took up a damn.
Dude, it's
Who did that?
literally Brian.
I figured. I could kind of see his style in it. That is
Yeah,
so fucking sick, bro.
obviously it's not done. We just did the black outline shading.
Oh, dude.
All the gold is to come,
Woo.
and I'm not looking forward to it.
No.
Nice tender area there.
I don't like feel like a little bitch, bro, but it happens sometimes.
No, bro. I
I'm
feel
not
you.
gonna lie, bro. It happens sometimes.
We real
Hey,
here. We cool.
Don't ever be afraid to shed jug tears.
Dude, I honestly, it's a lot of people will be like, okay, I'm like, dude, tattoo my neck any fucking day. Dude, honestly, tattoo my neck any fucking day over anything in this region.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
like all this shit that's like up in the armpit area, fuck that
Yeah.
area, fuck my
Oh.
sides, bro. Tattoo my neck, tattoo my face, any goddamn day over those.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, when he was getting in right in that armpit area, I'm like fuck the people who
tender.
actually get the pit, dude. Like the people
Oh,
who
yeah,
actually
that right.
tattoo the pit. Yeah, like I ain't maybe one day, but I'm gonna be using numbing cream.
Have you spun the wheel yet, EC?
Nah, I'm not.
Hey,
I'm not brave enough. And then I don't drink. It's mostly like beer activities, ain't it?
right.
So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
So
fair. That's
I
fair.
don't drink. So I just smoke a lot of weed. That's about it.
right.
I feel you.
Hey, Barrow, I wouldn't spend it anyways. I wouldn't
I've
spend
seen the
it.
videos.
Right,
Yeah, I've seen some shit in person. When I was
right.
going to, and I saw somebody get some spit in their mouth and shit like that, and I was gagging. I was like, "There's no way I can do that." My luck, dude.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
you
fucking
can call
Jeff
me a
and
Jeff on that one.
Will.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take
I'll be
it.
a Jeff.
Right.
Much love to everybody who does, though. I tell you.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, I mean, like saying that's what the gathering's about. That's what I tell everybody. Is like basically, it's somewhere where you can do whatever you want to do. You want to walk around butt naked, walk around butt naked. As long as you're having a good time and not, fucking up the
Yep.
vibes with anybody else. Starting shit or whatever
Right.
like that. But
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It
you
needs to
know,
go without saying, right?
because everybody, that's what everybody's there to do. Gather. See their family, have a good time, do
Most of the
extra
time, it's
curricular activities.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
boy. Cracked
it's
them.
real
I can hear the
freeing.
sounds now, boys. I can hear the sounds now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Fuck your sleep.
that, that that's what you hear when you wake up. That's when you hear when you go to sleep. The-
Right.
It is peaceful for me now, bros. It really is. I ain't lying. I can go to sleep to the sound now. It's like relaxing.
Right.
that's what's crazy. I just need a couple of Z's or whatever. It's like saying
Yeah.
usually here I take a bunch of weed naps, but at the gatherings like I only need a couple hours of sleep and just I guess
Exactly.
all the adrenaline and just being with the fam. It just like you said,
Honestly,
fuck your sleep.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, bro, it's if you're tired enough, it don't fucking matter. If you're like
You're gonna
honestly, like
zonk out. Yeah, you're gonna
yeah,
zonk out no matter what.
first night of last year, I'd worked all day and went to the gathering, right? So I was like, fuck
Oh,
it, I'm still going, I'm still going day zero. Even if I work
yeah,
that day, I'm still going day zero. And
100%.
we get there, bro. So like, by the time 3 a.m. rolls around, I had already been up for over 24 hours and shit, worked all day. I was ready, bro. I didn't even we didn't make camp or nothing, man. I literally grabbed a sleeping bag, rolled up underneath somebody's bumper that I knew their car bumper. I knew they weren't moving, obviously. They had made camp and shit. And fucking it was Hope Bellazzar's rental car. And like literally, dude, like they had kind of a canopy system set up already. So I just rolled up underneath the fucking front bumper of the car and fucking went to sleep right there, bro. Like
God damn,
the
bro.
fuck, bro. If you're tired enough, you'll get a little bit of sleep. And we don't really call it sleeping, anyways, right? That's just energy. That's a cat nap.
Yep, a little
Yeah.
weed nap.
Just getting the energy back, man, so we can get up and fucking harass some people some more.
To you open your eyes like you've been sleeping in the fucking desert for 3 weeks staring at the sun.
Right. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. I think that was like I know we're not gonna be able to do it this year because Mally's coming, but last year me and Onstead literally we just had two cots, two sleeping bags, and fucking two canopies, bro. He had one
Bro, that's dope.
canopy. I had the other canopy. When we'd go to sleep, we would just drop those bitches down, and we just fucking, we'd have the breeze coming up because obviously the canopies didn't hit all the way on the ground. You just have one side tilted up, so the water drain, you're not gonna get soaked or nothing. You know what I mean? It was a nice system, bro. It's basically like
Oh,
sleeping
bro.
out underneath the stars and shit. Just you have a
I'm
little
gonna have to
fucking
do that one year.
yeah, bro.
That
It's
sounds
it's nice
amazing.
as long as the weather's nice, right? As long as it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah,
raining in sideways.
Yeah, last year I got lucky because Whoop and Taffy they had that little ballers pass, so
Yep.
they got to get in, and they just said, "Give me your tent," and I thought they
They
were
had a
just
nice
gonna save my spot.
yeah,
yeah.
they had a nice
Nice.
camp
Nice.
last year, man. They had a nice
No, for
camp,
sure. I was right there by the walkway. That was
right?
so dope.
Hell yeah.
But like Whoop had already set up my tent and everything, so I really did appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
They looked out
Bro,
for us
they
good.
are
nice.
yeah, the previous year, bro, my tent sprang leaks, right? And they had the little camper, right, the little pop up camper and shit. And dude, I was sitting there. We were there with no fucking no no shelter because both the tents I brought needed sprayed down. And they both leaked, right, and it rained twice already, so I had went through both tents already. And so they fucking hooked it up with their extra tent, right? So like all the previous gathering, bro, was fucking. They're the only reason we stayed dry and shit, bro.
Yeah, I
Because
love Whoop and Tappy
he
so
helped
much.
us set up that
They're
tent and
so
every
dope.
yeah, right. There's definitely fucking mom and pops of a gathering of just
Oh,
jug
for
events
sure.
in general.
Yep.
That's why I got lucky. The Tritone homies, they let us camp in their baller site with them last year and let us use their tent and everything and helped us. We of course pitched in and helped out too, but it was an awesome opportunity and get to be able to do shit like that. So it's always love to everybody that helps out like that.
Right. Yeah, one of the questions I like to fucking get into, EC, is what misconceptions people have of juggalos. Like, a lot of us call us scrubs, right? And it's not how we embrace scrubbing, right? It's not the way we view scrub. Like, yeah, we some scrubs, right? But we ain't like what they thinking we are. Like fucking literally dirt bags and fucking horrible people and uh yeah, right.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
kind of
you basically hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, like saying I've never really been like discriminated as a juggalo. It's almost like to other people that's like, wow, cool, that. And the same phrase that I always hear, of course, is like, "Oh, I used to listen to them," or
right?
they just don't plainly know about them. But like to them, it's almost like a spectacle. You know what I mean? It's like, "Oh,
Oh
cool,"
yeah,
and then you try to
you're a
explain to
clown, bro.
them, and then they give you the weird look. It's like, "Well, why do they spray Coke on everybody or whatever?" It's like, well, it's not Coke, it's Fago. It's a drink that they grew up on, because they were poor. It's a cheap drink, stuff like that. And people, they just normal regulars, normies and stuff like that,
Yeah,
they don't understand it. And it's all about the experience. You know what I mean? It's like the people that kind of hate on it, they're the ones that don't show up to the shows. You know what I mean? They don't know what it's about. They just,
Yep.
like you said, just hear the stereotypes on the internet, stuff like that. But if you ever went to a show and got to experience the love and just having all of your family, your brothers and sisters all around you, just
right,
just showing you love and just hearing the music and it's speaking to your heart. You know what I mean? And
right.
that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I wish I could
100%.
find it real quick, but I know y'all remember it was in one of the documentaries too, I'm pretty sure, but like the old news, it was like old news like story that they ran where they were talking about how the juggalos basically like they were calling us a bunch of unruly kids at that time, right? It was just juggalos were just a bunch of fucking kids, like a bunch of teenagers that I mean, are just fucking unruly and like just didn't want to listen to their parents and shit. They were doing it. They're doing the same thing to juggalos as they were doing with like metalheads, right? Where they're just
Yeah.
calling, like all these kids just need some fucking directions. Back in my day, my parents would beat my ass,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Like they're doing that whole thing, bro. And they can't really
Same
say
shit,
that about
different
us
day.
now because we all grew up, right? And we're still fucking here.
Still
And
jugging.
right, so you can't just say we're a bunch of unruly kids because I mean,
It ain't a
we got a
phase,
lot of
mom.
successful, we got a
yeah, I
lot of
guess like I
successful
said,
jugs,
like
bro.
around
We
here
got
in
fucking
Dallas,
all star jugs. We got
there's
fucking
all
player jugs.
Yeah, like here in Dallas, it's always been diversified. You know what I mean? There's always been like different cultures and eras and just different types of music all the way around since day one. You know what I mean? So it like I
Yeah.
said, it was always accepted. You know what I mean? Because there
Right,
was, like I said, there was already that merge of the rock and the rap there in the hood and stuff like that. There wasn't a lot of people that bumped it. You know what I mean? They were still bumping, like I said, the cash money, stuff like that. But like saying that's where I was leading to more of the rock and the
yeah,
alternative started kicking more in, stuff like that. With the Lincoln Park stuff like
Yeah.
that's when I
exactly.
started getting into the alternative. So of course
Yeah.
with ICP, Great Malenko, amazing Jekyll Brother vibes, with the rock and stuff like that. Of course,
Yeah. 100%.
fell in love. Of course, it's like you couldn't go wrong with it.
No. I feel you that. That's one thing. I grew up in a jug town. Newark is just right down the road from the gathering. It's like 15 minutes, and that's where I grew up, and it's always been jug town. I'm very blessed for that. That's how I got into it, man. My parents were jug, my family was jug, so it was destined.
Right.
Yeah, I try to pass it down to my kids, but only one kind of accepted it as, when she was real little, she would sing the song, stuff like that. But once she started getting older, about maybe 3 years ago, she started getting into Kodak Black, and she's in the sniper gang and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, I tried.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just waiting
So
to maybe when the clowns come around, for their farewell tour or stuff like that, I'll get a VIP and just have her meet them and stuff like
yeah.
that, and just say
Yeah,
that when she gets older, it's like, hey, at least I got to meet ICP.
yeah, 100%. That'd be sick as fuck.
Right. I do. I was listening to drill music right before I got back into Juggalo shit. Like right, during when I was an addict and shit. Right, I listened to a lot of drill music and shit like that too. And it
Yeah,
was, what I mean, I like so, Cypher Gang, 22 G's and all that shit. I did listen to them pretty well, and right, like it got old fast for me. I don't fucking know, like it really did.
uh, I couldn't tell you anything about it. I don't know anything about that,
Right,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
That's
probably
like I said,
best,
that's
bro.
her thing, But
Right, it's probably
now
best.
what I kind of kick myself on the butt on is like saying, constantly, like I would always talk about Ouija and stuff like that. And like I said, it was like every time I was trying to support the clowns is like I liked Ouija's music, but I wouldn't like really support it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
buy merch and stuff like that. But
No
because
pre-orders.
it was either still, like I said, it was either the clowns or nothing at all. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
finally, when I got to meet Ouija for the first time, last year and stuff, and it was so dope. And he felt the love, and like I said, it's like I wanted to make up for old times. So constantly, when I get a chance, I always try to get a VIP just to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like I always wanted to support him, but I just did it in different ways. You know what I mean? I would still bump the music and stuff like that. I just want to just meet him face to face to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because he does so
yeah.
much for the jugs.
Right. No shit. Yeah. I mean, we've said it before on the show too, bro. I know. I don't want to speak for Onstead, but I'm pretty sure he has also said credited Ouija for like rejuvenating is the word I like to use. Like he rejuvenated my fucking passion for like juggalo music, which in return got me heavily involved in the community, which means I found the real family love that was behind everything, right? So now, like, I really fucking understand what being a juggalo is and what the benefits of being a fucking juggalo is, bro. No one
Yeah,
talk. Everybody talks about juggalos and shit, but or maybe the downfall of what like we said, the fucking misconceptions people have as juggalos, but people don't know about the fucking benefits of being a juggalo, and like one of those benefits is obviously having the biggest fucking family that's out there. Like
yes,
there ain't no juggalo, there ain't no other fucking fan base, there ain't no other family out there like us that's as big as us that is literally tight knit as we are, man. Like everybody, like you can't even get two of the same fucking biker gangs together from different locations without them fighting with each other and shit, right? Even if they're wearing the same patches, just because they're from different cities, bro, they're not going to gel together because they ain't got the same belief
most
systems.
won't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, most won't, right? They ain't got the same belief systems instilled in
And
them,
and if
bro.
they and if they have there's gonna be a whole bunch of questions. See if they like. I seen two different rival. They're the same. They're in the same, but they're
They're the
different
same
areas.
club. Yeah, exactly.
Different
Different
areas,
sect
and
of
even
the
they were
same
like
club.
there was a whole
Yeah,
bunch of questions like, are you affiliated with this group of this and this? Or because we're beefing, these two groups of the same brand are
yeah, yeah,
beefing,
yeah,
man. There's a
yeah.
lot that don't happen. I think Juggalo is the most unique thing out there
Right.
as a group. There's nothing that can compare to it. You can take Deadheads. I know a lot of Deadheads. It's
Right.
similar.
It
but
is
it's
similar.
still not the exact
No,
same.
I've been there. I was with I dated a hippie chick, right? I had an ex girlfriend that right out of high school,
Yep.
and I went with her to I on the circuit, right? She was a knitter. She made all the like she knitted fucking the hats, all
Yeah.
that fucking crazy shit. Like she was a merch, right? So
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
did the circuit and shit. So I went with her a couple shows,
Makes sense.
whatever. And it's still not the same, bro. Like there's still people that don't mesh with each other there, right? Like
Yeah.
even like the gathering, right? We still have our problems, right? We still have fucking people
Welcome
that
back.
don't really mesh with each other. But
Yeah.
like,
My son threw me out of the room. That's what I get for having kids.
it's all good. But yeah, I think the deadhead hippie movement like you said, man. It still is not the same as the Juggalo shit because I
Yeah.
think we have more of a love for each other
Yeah. I will
because of
100% have love for any Juggalo instantly until
right
they show me a
because
reason
of each
otherwise.
other, right.
I mean, just
100%.
the
I'll give you
activities
completely.
that ICP does, you know what I mean? The activities that Ouija does when they, like Gloom Unit too, you know what I mean? They when they do little
Yeah.
contests or stuff like that, just putting out music every 2 months, you know what I mean? They're just constantly pumping it out. Darby is coming out with a new album here soon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Gloom Unit's going to come out with a new album soon, you know what I mean? So be on the
Exactly.
lookout. That's some fire coming up.
Yeah, I agree. Precious Juggalos.
Chlorine's coming up also. Ouija.
He
Yep.
said he got a lot of similarities to punk. Like the punk culture is, I would agree too. Like I would say the polk. I don't know if there's a polka culture, bro, but there might be a polka culture.
Right.
But
You never know.
the punk
Well,
culture,
there's
they
the
have a
gang, the
love,
folk gang.
right? But the punk culture is another one that where you have love for another punk just because they are a punk. You know what I mean? We have love
Yeah.
for another juggalo just because they are a juggalo,
Misfits unite.
right? I will agree with that one. Because I don't think a fucking deadhead has love for another deadhead just because they're a deadhead. You know what I mean? I'm
No,
not
I
sure.
don't
I
think
can't
so.
speak for
They
that,
too, they have
but
something in common.
yeah,
There's a
exactly.
lot of them that know each other, especially a lot of ones that travel with groupie and follow along and tour and shit like that with them. A lot of them have a love for each other. There's a lot of people that know each other, but it's not just like that though.
Pop said, "Glad to see you,
Mine's
EC
on the top.
Juggalo. Much love."
Yours is in
Woo
the back.
woo. Hope to see you soon,
And to
Pops.
you too,
We got to smoke
Stat.
a fatty next time.
Pop says, "What's up?"
Daddy.
Hell yeah. So we're almost to the hour mark. So we're gonna switch it over right now, right? I got something cool. Me and Onstead had been trying to save it for a special time, right? We were thinking like another gaming stream or whatever, but I think we can play a couple rounds right here and just kind of test it out, right? We'll be the fucking testing panel, whatever, yeah, however you want to say that. I think we're adequately experienced, right? You know what I mean? We got somebody who designs it and then two other motherfuckers that just smoke a lot of weed. So this game is on the same site as the site that we play the Cards Against Humanity on, right? But this one is called Azala Secret Stash. So we're gonna hit new game. And so the point of this game is it's gonna show YouTube video, right? And similar to Wheel of Fortune, there's gonna be some letters up. That they'll slowly, like if we don't guess fast enough, they'll slowly come up, and we have to guess like the title of that video. And it's like a YouTube video. Some of them are old meme videos. Some of them are fucking I don't know. Like Scott seen it a couple earlier, but we'll play a couple rounds and see
Yes,
how we
sir.
go.
Word.
So hit
These
start,
damn
ground press
cars
6,
stop passing by.
right?
If you accept the definition that a word is some letters surrounded by a gap, then knop it. And
synonym
are all
I have
words,
no idea.
despite being pretty much
We
meaningless.
got O and
If
a
you
T
accept the
down
definition
there.
that a word is some letters surrounded by a gap,
Word.
then knop it.
Yep.
And
Word.
synonym
are all words.
Yeah. See, then that was
Word.
correct. Words.
Word.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Hi there, I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia. This is my kitty, Mr. Cringerpants, the most cutest kitty in the universe. Fabulous secret powers revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and sang.
For your no.
25 years in my life.
What's going on?
Oh yeah. You got it.
Because what the fuck is
There's no way
going
it's
on?
not.
What is this? What's going on with this? I'm gonna let it go until the last letter, and then we're gonna enter it.
Okay, this is Nico having a temper tantrum, getting ready for a show. Now she said, "Why are you crying?" Nico, are you done? This is what I go through every day.
Gotta be a bird.
And people think I have a crying baby out there.
That's a bird.
I will show you. It's really just Nico.
That is crazy.
Nico.
Bird?
You are such a baby.
That's like my bird.
Now people are coming in because you were crying.
Bird cries.
Okay, let's go impress these kids, okay?
Yeah, Scott. So, I wish I could.
Yeah, I can't even read it, man. I gotta.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, so.
I zoomed
Don't
in.
don't mind me. Y'all have fun. I followed your instructions. I zoomed in.
Whoa.
No pomegranate. You already said it.
No pomegranate, bro.
Anywhere near here. Am I clear?
It's a good thing they spelled it on there because I wouldn't know how to spell pomegranate. I don't think I've ever spelled it before.
There you go.
No pomegranates.
What she got against pomegranate?
She is fed up with the pomegranates, bro.
What they do to you?
It's gotta be the water or something, right? Like the pomegranate water. Yeah, I would have no idea if it involves a game.
Yeah,
Like something to do with Star Wars or something.
Yeah, General Grievous, but I don't know.
What? Yeah.
Sidious. Sidious Raw. I don't know what the Sidious with an S.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's an I. S-I-D. Oh no, it might not be Sidious. No,
Yeah.
not even
That's
close.
Grievous.
Grievous, Raw.
Grievous. G-R-I-E.
Grievous Rasputin.
Yeah.
There.
That's a good guess.
Oh, we got it in time. God damn,
Oh,
that was a long title, bro.
yeah.
See, there's so we're gonna leave this game. New game. Options. There's a way. We're gonna turn off new bias. Turn down the difficulty. Let's do 17.
Hey.
Ooh.
Categories. Do a bit of everything. Now we're gonna do some Pokemon.
Ramama.
Do
SpongeBob.
I know, why is SpongeBob its own category, bro? Let's get
It's an era.
There's so many SpongeBob
SpongeBob's
memes.
an
It's
era.
insane.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of SpongeBob era. All right, we're gonna play one more round.
All right.
All right.
Let's see it. Let's
Round
see it.
one.
Let's see it.
I think it's a music video.
He's something.
Is this a meme or is this a song?
The Ramones.
She remembers?
The
Nope.
Yeah.
The Reefers.
The Reefers. Yeah.
The Refugees.
Refugees, yeah.
The Refuge.
Yeah. All right, this is just weird shit. This is Thomas, okay? Knuckles. Gotta be Knuckles, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Got
We
it.
didn't need
Okay.
that many hints. Yeah, we didn't need that many hints for that one. Dude, we might just click weird. We might just click weird and keep it weird because this shit. I like the weird category.
Hell yeah.
If this ain't in the weird category, I don't know what would be. Statue of big dog with fleas.
Cheese.
The men like cheese.
Shout out Cheese House. Woo woo.
Oh, for
Fortune. Oh, Fortune. Fortune.
Yeah.
yeah, Fortuna.
Fortuna. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Fortuna.
Makes sense now,
For
don't
the
it?
Gopher tuna. For the Gopher tuna.
Go for tuna.
Oh, it's another music. We should have unclicked music.
I can go
video.
for some tuna. That sounds pretty good.
No, who is this band?
I have no clue what's going on.
Looks like an all-female band.
You've been doing this now for how many years?
Oh, there's a dude.
2 years. How much longer do you give yourself doing this?
There's too much of a dude.
Yeah, no, right. Why you guys
Close
zoom
up
in
on the
like
lips.
that, bro?
Got the Mick Jagger lip.
It's artistic.
Move like Jagger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
there you
rotating
go.
his hip, bro.
That's what it was. Shout it out.
They don't care if I misspelled or hit the wrong thing. It still gave it to us. All right, movie trailer. That's the one we should have
He's like,
choose,
got
bro.
close
We
enough.
should just did movie trailers. That's a good. That's a good.
let's see. What does it say?
Oh, yeah, well,
I believe I made my
Something
position
about
with your boss quite clear. He can have our house. We're not dead.
Don't you know this is an
I can't even see chat right now, so I don't know if they can guess in time.
kid off the street with a helmet and a pair of
Michael Bay up.
Yeah, Michael Bay's up.
oh,
It's
nice.
all
Good
dramatic.
job.
There's always gonna be an explosion.
Right, it's really dramatic. Oh, oh,
It's
I
too
know
weird.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna skip it. Skip it.
It's too weird.
Oh
She was
shit!
cute.
Oh,
Angel Shrek.
speaking of,
For sure thought it was gonna be something my swamp,
Shrek
but
in heaven,
Shrek on weed.
Shrek.
Shrek on weed, Shrek in heaven. No,
See,
Shrek
told
in.
you.
Because
He's on
fucking
weed.
Goku's there. Goku's there.
He knows.
Oh shit! Good job, bro.
Yeah, that's not a bad game. We
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
if we select just the category of movie trailers, that'd be a pretty good one right there too.
That was a unique one for
Or
sure.
something like that. Yeah,
No,
for
yeah.
real.
That was super
Yeah, we'll
dope.
definitely have to do an actual Juggalo gaming with that one where we do like a whole like some kind of like bracket system or something. Bring on
Yeah.
people to go against each other and do like a whole bracket and then do a giveaway at the end to the winner.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Get all the
Well, we're
viewers in.
reaching an hour and 12. I think EC might have froze up on us again. I was about to let him go. Man looked like
Oh,
he was about to book it.
don't let me go,
This is like
Jack.
right, like he just seen a ghost out of the corner of his eyes, and he just
Oh,
jumped
bro,
up
could
too
you? If there
quickly, and
was
his
a face
phone.
behind him, I would shit
Right.
pants.
Wait. We shifted. We shifted. He moved inside.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good, bro.
Next time I'll be more set up.
You're good. Well, I was saying we
Yeah.
are at the hour mark, so we will let you go and enjoy the rest of
Word.
your night. But obviously, man, thank you so much for fucking joining us. It's
Hey,
always
for
dope
sure,
getting to
homie.
talk to you, getting to smoke with you. I can't
Getting to
wait.
know you.
A couple more months, bro. Just a couple more months, and we'll be doing it again.
Hey, like always, I appreciate it, homie. Like saying, I really do appreciate the opportunity to jump on the Juggalo show. It's like saying, I
Right.
never thought I'd ever be on. You know what I mean? But
Right. I think we might have tried to get. I remember trying to get you on as a page of the week, but that was still at the time where you weren't really doing social medias or
right,
any
yep, yep.
cameras or anything like that. So we were like, "Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Well, someday. Well, that day was today, man, and hopefully again in the future."
Yeah, for sure. Just real quick, homie. Like I said, I appreciate everything. I appreciate a little zip. Good meeting you, homie. Like I tell everybody, support
Yep.
the fam. So, spread positivity and love. And like always, don't worry about what the haters are saying or doing because we're gonna keep on moving forward. We're always gonna keep on whooping. Whoop whoop. Mac love,
Whoop,
fam.
whoop.
Hell yeah, much love, homie.
Whoop whoop.
Hey. Yeah, if you don't fucking or if you guys haven't already, obviously social media. I know Instagram. This man is just listed as EC Juggalo. That's all you gotta do is type in EC Juggalo on Instagram and give that man a follow, bro. He's always just jugging out, man. That's what he does. If our promo video was just him and a bunch of jug gear, right? Like I mean, that's literally just him jugging out, supporting artists. Oh fuck, man.
You got stretch there, buddy?
Yeah, I had to shift legs, man. I had to shift
No, I
legs.
feel you. I've been shifting around this whole time. You know how it is.
Right.
Getting old, buddy. Getting old.
Well, we got some news that we can wrap up the show with, man. If you want to join me for
Woo!
some news,
Let's do some news.
we'll switch it over to
I
that.
love some news. Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun,
Hey, at
dun,
least
dun.
that's not copyrighted. Man, we got a new flyer, bro. Chlorine. Do you feel
Oh
out of place?
shit!
Question
Yes.
mark. Do you feel completely different?
Oh my
Does
god.
Earth feel foreign to you?
Yes.
Well, then you might be one of us, and you should try chlorine today.
I got a bottle.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Drink that bleach.
Oh, dude.
Drink the bleach.
Drink bleach, motherfucker. Drink bleach.
Yeah, right, for
That
real.
stuck in my head.
I
Thanks,
love
homie.
I love chlorine, man. I love that he's using it, obviously with the elements, everything.
Yeah.
There is life after dark.
Ooh.
Walk with us in the dark.
That's sick.
DARCC, Dark Planet. Motherfucker, look at that temple.
Oh, bro. What's to come? That is some great artwork, bro.
That is great artwork, bro. That's like some old ass, like, dark fantasy novel shit. Kind of like
Yeah, it
the shit
reminds me
that's
like
on my
Stephen
hand, bro.
King's
Like, you know what I
Tower.
mean? Yeah, right. Yeah. 100%. Did you get to listen to fucking goddamn it, what was the one that came out today?
Did it come out today?
Klepto. Yeah, Klepto.
I haven't got to do anything today besides running errands before we did
Hell yeah.
everything. But no, I have not gotten to listen
So
yet.
we got Wicked Shit, and then we got Klepto from Chlorine so far. And Klepto I love, man. I love this. It fucking it literally bumped so hard that when I was on lunch break, like in the parking lot at work, I kind of turned it down a little bit because this motherfucker was hitting so hard, dog.
Oh yeah, bro. Some of those his jocks be rocking, bro.
Right. And then the
Oh,
drop,
the drops.
we showed some of this last week and shit, but it's fresh as fuck, bro. And then we got the 420 drop.
There's so
And
much
then
shit I want, dude.
the blankets. That's the
I
dude, I seen
know.
that psychopath. Look, obviously I have the psychobabble fucking behind me. The
See, I want to get it, but it would go on my wall because
right,
I would love to use it, but I couldn't scruff that up.
exactly, dude. The psychobabble, like, so that's what the came with the pre-order, right? Fucking. And like I would, yeah, exactly, dude. I would want to put it on the wall
But it
or
would
lay
look
it
so
on
good
the
on the
bed.
wall.
It would lay on the
Oh
bed,
yeah.
but it would be used,
Yes.
right?
We put
Just
it up
on
out when
top.
we gotta lay down.
Exactly. It'd just be on top. Like, so when I made my bed just for this stream tonight, I'd put it on top.
And his quality is always top notch, so I can only imagine how nice they are, bro.
Oh, dude, it's woven into. I know exactly. Yeah, it probably. Hopefully, it's a lot better than like the old ICP blankets and shit because those things became itchy after a minute.
Yeah. I got a
Those
twisted
don't
one
look like.
upstairs, and it's that heavy. It's that fabric. I mean, I enjoy it, but it
Yeah,
gets me warm too fast.
it's a heavy itchy. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
here we got JCW Pro Wrestling on tour, 24th to 27th. 24th
Yes.
already happened. 25th is tonight in Joliet, Illinois. Is going on right now.
I'm so sad. We had to pass on performing.
Yeah, right.
Mike can't make it because he has to work, and by the time he gets off work, we wouldn't be able to get there in time. I got asked this morning if we wanted to do it.
Yeah, I'm right there with
I'm
you,
so
bro.
sad.
I not with like performing part, but just like fuck, man. Like I want to go. Okay, so the next one is Cleveland, right?
Yes.
I work tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah. We
And
just talked
then
about that.
and then Cleveland is I would say 2 hours away, maybe from me. And it's that's a long drive when you're fucking been
It's
up
like a
all day,
3.5
and
for
shit,
me, I
bro.
think.
Like the drive home would have been awful. So and then obviously Columbus
Yeah.
is a lot closer, which is the next day, Sunday, which is my only day off. Which I'm honestly thinking about fucking making it, bro. I'm honestly thinking about going.
I'm thinking about it too. It depends on what's going on because I'm going to smoke on the hills tomorrow. I'm supposed to host.
Yeah. Smoking
So it
the
depends
hills.
on how I feel the day after and how fucked up I get.
Yeah, right. See, that was the other one too, bro. I'm like 2 day event, man. Friday, Saturday, and now fucking I have to work both those days too. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
but
That's how it goes sometimes, man. You know how always something going on though, so there's be some
yeah,
shit coming up
exactly.
soon though.
There's always gonna be a next one. Shout out Anzi. We got MMFD Horrorcore, which I do believe
Ooh, yeah.
is I want to say the 5th or 6th. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look at the notes that we had that I sent the notes out open. I have to reopen. Uh so Triple M, yeah, it's the 6th studio album from Triple MFD.
It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nasty.
Probably. Do you think you're gonna hear some of that on the 7th?
Oh,
We gotta tell.
dude, I expect
Yeah,
to hear because he's doing this whole tour because he's doing 2 tours, I think.
right.
One with Tritone and one with Skiro, maybe it is. I'm trying to remember. But he's doing 2 tours, and there's no way he's not doing some new shit. There's no way.
Right, especially with it coming out
Oh, dude, I'm
or
hyped.
already out.
It's gonna be so nasty. You know how I feel about that horrorcore, buddy.
Yeah.
any of that shit. I wish I could. I want to go to Tom's float, bro. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go.
I know that's a bucket list for me and Onstead both, bro. Is to float. We want to float. I just want
Yeah,
to be out in the sun, bro. I just want to be in the sun in a tent with jugs, bro. Like anywhere I could do that. That's why, like like Trapped in the Hills was such a
yeah,
dope ass time. I'm
yeah,
sure. I'm sure Smoking in the Hills will be too, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's gonna be dope as fuck.
yeah.
And then the float would be similar. Obviously, the gathering is the ultimate. That's the cake.
Yes.
But any reason for me to camp out with my jugs,
Yeah, I feel you on that. It just sucks right now. It's raining and shit too. So
right? It's
and
different
that's
than
why the rain the
hoteling up,
gathering
bro.
always does. Oh boy.
Yeah, lazy and crazy at the
You see what
Level Up
Shaggy was
Expo.
wearing the other day? The new Lazy Crazy T-shirts that go all around the chest piece. It was so
Uh,
dope too, man. He's released some really sick shit lately.
I,
God.
I think so.
Oh, I want those beanies. Look at them beanies, bro. Ooh,
That's sick as
look at all
fuck.
Cartoon Week with Pikachu on his head.
Yeah,
That's
see,
lit.
obviously the man knows his audience because he's at the Level Up Expo
Mm.
gaming, right?
I
So
don't
he's
even know
gonna
what
bust out all
color
the
I'd
gaming
want,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, he's
I did
killing it,
order.
dude. Look at those bags.
Yeah,
Ooh, smooth, bro. I didn't see that shirt top left. That stands out big time, bro. His shit is very flashy too. It's very vibrant. His shit has a lot of the words escape me. I'm so damn high. I
a
sitting there.
lot going
I had
on.
to
There's a
smoke these
lot going
dabs to
on.
fill in for Onstead. I had to smoke
Like
Onstead amount of dabs.
exactly right. I'm already yawning from all this weed.
Oh, bro,
But
I'm
no, like
cracked.
you said, man, Airhead, he's fucking killing it, dude. Like he understands the assignment.
Yeah, he's killing it, bro.
Fucking
I wish I had
self
more money.
made.
If I had more money, I'd buy more. I cherish my fucking lazy and crazy merch
So
I have.
I did buy the shorts and short shirt of the 3 Joker cards. So it was Great
Oh,
Malenko, Jekyll Brothers, and the Wraith. Like that print, I did the
God, I
black
want
and
them
white print.
so
I did
bad.
cop that.
I didn't have the money
Yeah,
when
that
they
was one of
dropped.
my
I'm sure
favorites.
they're out now.
Yeah, it's a pre-order. It was a pre-order, so I'm not. I can't confirm with you, but there might still be time.
I have to
But
check. Yeah, I remember we had to pay for some shit, take care of shit. You know how it always is, man.
always, yeah, right. What?
Uh,
Keep yawning. But yeah, man, fucking. As always, thank you for fucking stepping in when we
yeah,
need you the most.
you
Always
already
there,
know, bro.
fucking playing schedule one with us, fucking taking over for Onstead for the night.
I can't
And
wait till we do it again. I had so much fun. That was such a good stream.
hell yeah. Right?
That
Yeah,
was a blast.
he's fucking dope ass dude, bro. I can't wait for you to like actually meet him after
Oh
getting
yeah,
to talk
dude.
to him for a
He
little bit.
represents what you've heard me talk to you many times about what I feel and how I believe,
Yeah,
and that's the
exactly.
exact same thing that I believe in and feel. So I support any juggler that feels the same way, 100%.
Hell yeah. But yeah, fucking if y'all in the area of Columbus on the 7th, make sure you fucking go out to Summit Music Hall
Love you, Pop.
and fucking go watch. Hopefully I'll be there. Hopefully I'll suck it up and just say fuck it and come up and leave after, like 10, 11 o'clock or whatever, and then
Yeah,
just do what I'm doing right now, right? Like I got to work in the morning tomorrow.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it ain't much different. So, yeah, yep.
Just let me know at least a couple of days beforehand so I can make sure I have this your part added to the set list.
Yeah, exactly, right? Hell yeah. But we'll thank you everyone for fucking joining us. We love y'all. And until next time, much clown love.
Whoop whoop. Love you, homie. Peace.
Love you too. Whoop whoop.
Hey, shout out Thuggalo Show in this bitch. Every fucking city, Thuggalo Show represent. Free Will in the bitch. Darby in the bitch. Shout out Thuggalo Show. Love you motherfuckers for real, bro.
Hey, this is Ouija Mac, the ugliest juggalo that ever fucked your bitch. Tune into the Thuggalo podcast or you ain't shit, ho.